I'm going to tell you how to use exercise science to make the most gains. I'm not going to try to get too deep into this topic. I want to keep it short, sweet and simple, give you a brief overview. So if you haven't been living under a rock the past few years, you'll know that there's usually two trains of thought when it comes to this online fitness stuff. You've got the exercise science nerds on one side, and then you got the gym bros, the muscle heads, the knuckleheads on the other side. The science bros, as the name implies, they're all about the science, they're all about the theory. Any new study that comes out, they're frothing at the mouth, and you can't tell them otherwise, you know. That is 100% fact, and you can't argue with that. And then on the other side, you've got the gym bros, the knuckleheads, the muscle heads, where they couldn't give a shit about the theory. All they care about is putting the hard work in. And a lot of the times, especially in my own experience, those gym bros, those muscle heads, they look the part, you know. A lot of them are big, they're muscly, they're developed, whereas the exercise science bros, not all of them, but quite a lot that I've come across and that I've seen online, they don't look the part, you know what I mean? So who do you listen to? Who's correct? To summarize it, they're both correct, you know. You can't argue with science, you know. Science is unbiased fact. Depending on who the study is funded by, let me not get too conspiracy headed in that, but true unbiased science is unbiased. Obviously, if it's not funded by anyone trying to push a particular narrative. But then also, on the other end of the spectrum, you can't beat hard work, man. To succeed with anything you want in life, you need to put the hours in, you need to put the mileage in, you need to strap your boots up and get to work. So what you need to do is combine the two. So some practical advice on how you can combine the two to make the most gains. Be up to date with the science. Any new theory, new study, yeah, cool. Be up to date with it. Anything that sparks your particular interest, make a note of it. Write it down on a piece of paper or take a note in your phone in the notepad app. Have a physical copy that you can read up on at any time. Then, once that's done, you step into the gym, you switch that part of your brain off and you go into gym bro mode, where the main goal is to just get to work. You read up on that physical copy of the study that you've got, but here's the key. The way you attack that workout is not like the science, bro, where you're thinking too much and I don't want to go too close to failure. Or let me be in the most optimal position. Everything has to be perfect. No. Forget all that. You want to attack it like a gym bro. Obviously, don't do anything stupid. You still want good form. You want to train safely so you don't get injured. But the mentality is key here. You just really want to attack it. Don't be scared of going to failure. Most exercises, I would say, go to failure. Aside from a few big compound lifts where it's dangerous if you go to failure, i.e. something like a back squat. It's very taxing on your nervous system, and there's a big margin. If you make one little mistake, you're going to blow your back out or something. But with isolation and stuff like that, man, you can go to failure. I always advocate that, man. It's much better. You'll get much better gains, put it that way. So get the exercise science down. Make a physical copy of it. When you get into the gym, you attack it like a gym bro. So you basically switch your brain off and then you just push hard, grind, get the work in. After some time, you'll understand or you'll know for yourself what works better, the science stuff or the actual getting to the work stuff, and you'll have a much clearer picture of it in your mind. So you don't have to keep going back and forth watching these videos with the science bros going at the muscle heads going back at the science bros. Forget all that. Apply both of them like I just said, see what works for you. And with that being said, I'm done. Peace.